my favorite freaking people in the world. It's your girl, Shay. Coming through with another episode of love. Okay. Where do I begin? Well, you already know how the introduction goes. It's your girl, Shay. And it's a Gemini's world. And all this other stuff, blah, 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 blah. Right? Today, because I'm a day late, I said I was going to post this yesterday at 7 o'clock and shit. And I had two people contact me like, oh, what happened to the podcast? I'm like, damn, I forgot. So, yeah. Today's episode, pretty much, let me just dive in, was about my Pisces, of course, giving you an update. I know I said a mouthful the last two episodes about Pisces and shit like that, but you really got to get to know Pisces. Like, honestly, like, it's still, you'll never like, you'll never figure out a Pisces for real. Like, it can feel like they giving you 100% today, and then tomorrow they drop down to 20% like a battery. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? It's so confusing. And you would think Geminis is fucking confusing because we are like wishy-washy and shit. And like, you get whatever the fuck we are that day, that moment, you know what I mean? Like, whatever, that hour. Okay, you had me happy right now, but on my switch up is real kind of fast. Like, I can be happy as hell like a Christian 1 minute, and the next minute I'm like evil. Like, you know, it's not evil. I ain't gonna say evil because I'm not an evil person. I'm more like, it's just like a quick switch. It's like, I don't really like to be fucked with like that, you know, like, don't fuck with me, I won't fuck with you. You know, let's keep the peace at the end of the day. And, you know, anyway. Today, I just want to really dive into my Pisces. Like, y'all really rock. Okay, Pisces and Geminis are definitely compatible. You just have to, y'all both have to get to know each other in the beginning. Like, y'all just cannot go into the relationship swearing you know a person. You really have to get to know a person from the beginning. And I say this because in the beginning, it was really, really rocky. And not really rocky, but like, it was difficult because he's stern. Like, he's stuck in his ways, and because not just because he's a little older than me. He's just that's just in his nature, you know, to be so stern and think they know everything, gotta teach you about something or whatever. At first I thought it was like yo, get off my back about this, that, and the third. But now I see that he's very compassionate about the things that he know of and that, you know, that he's saying do. This man, and I'm about to brag hard on this man, right? Because I came on this podcast when I first started, and I was talking about my kid's father, like how we were supposed to be in love and all this shit. We was before I get into my mate, let me go into that. We was really confused. I was confused. Okay, I had lost somebody in October. You know, they got murdered, and I instantly went to someone else. Like, a whole nother Pisces where they was online. And I don't know why I just fell in love with this person over the fucking internet. I just did. But that wasn't like real. It wasn't intentional. I don't know what the fuck it was. I just know it was a pure distraction. And once that was done, that vulnerability left a big, huge door open. Like, and that was the door of me and my kid's father. Like, everybody that knows me really well, knows that me and my kid's father is not compatible whatsoever. You know, we lost that love spell back in Jersey, and I want to say Jersey was 2016. It is now 2023. Okay, that was many, many moons ago when we was in love with each other. So I'm just like, when that door opened for that opportunity to come in, his kid's mother was also in the picture. And I'm not saying like we had a threesome or whatever the case may be. They were still messing around. And I went to this girl literally in her face and told her that I wanted my family back. And like, she had to go. And he agreed. That was like some wild, very, I don't know what the fuck. It ain't a boss move. It's not ladylike. It's not, it's just not of a woman. You know what I mean? Like, and I want to apologize to her one day whenever I see her again. Like, just straight up, downright apologize to that girl. Because we've been through mad shit with my kid's father. And I honestly, if I wasn't vulnerable, I would never have went back to my kid's father. I just felt it lonely and abandoned when my ex-dude had passed away. Like, when he got murdered. I just, instead of just coping and grieving with him and just, giving the moment, opportunity to just take a breath and just really break down and cry for him. You know what I mean? Because his anniversary is coming up, so that's what I'm speaking of him. I'm just like, I just ran to another arm. That's all I did. Run to another arm and another arm and another arm. Like, I just did not take that time to just sit back and just think. Didn't take it back to cry. Didn't think to reach out to his family or nothing. I just ran to an arm in hopes that that arm would comfort me. You know what I mean? Like, if anybody understands what I'm saying, like, I was robbed the opportunity to grieve my ex-dude, my best friend. Like, that was my nigga. That was my best motherfucking friend. Like, he was my ace boon. Like, he and I, we laughed together. He called me anytime he felt like calling, vice versa. And I was, we just basically talked for hours. You know what I mean? I ain't never have an ex where I could just talk to them. I mean, besides my kid's father, but like, where I could just talk to them and we could just be open about everything. And that's where it kind of like, damn, he got murdered. Who am I gonna talk to now? So I ran to 2 different arms. One on social media. I don't know why the fuck that is. That nigga, I ain't even attracted to at all. I'm not into no thugs and shit. Like, I'm not into that shit no more. I'm not into thugs, gangbangers. I mean, you the same shit. Motherfuckers probably was sniffing and doing crack and shit. Why the fuck on the internet with me? I don't know. But just because of, like I said, the vulnerability part of that whole time frame from October to January, or to February, you wanted to say, I was fucked up, you know what I mean? Distraught, like I didn't know what the fuck. And to go back to my kid's father after the fact, after all of that, like knowing he didn't even give a fuck that I was grieving over another nigga. And when I was grieving, this nigga was on my ass talking about something. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that nigga. This nigga is dead, nigga. The fuck you mean? Fuck him. And what do? I get into bed with this nigga after the fact that he got into bed with his goddamn baby mother. Like, what kind of fucked up, naive girl was that at the moment? Like, that bring up so many memories of all the times me and him used to do the tick for tack type of shit. Like, it used to be mad shit going on. But, like, I don't even want to get into too much of that shit, because that's the past. And I asked God to finally fucking close that door for me. And he did. And I'm going to get into that. That's mainly what the reason why I came up here to talk about my Pisces. But before I get into my Pisces and talk about all the gracious, the good shit, I had to let that spill come out real quick, because it felt like it was overdue. I don't know if I spoke on it before, but like, it was just overdue. me and my kid's father will never ever get back in the bed together ever again. We will never get back in a relationship again. As of right now, we are not even talking. Like, it's getting bad, it's getting worse. And the things that I do from, here on out, or just before here on out, it's nothing to do with my kid's father. It's not to have any revenge or make him feel some type of way, or whatever I do at my home and what I do with my nigga or my kids, it is not your business unless it is harming your children in a sense, or whatever, displacing your children at home. It's none of your business. So I say all of this to say, right, my Pisces came into my life after all of that emotional roller coaster and shit. I prayed on my Pisces. I swear I did. Those who know me know I prayed on Instagram, Facebook, in private. Basically just praying that God just send me a man, a real man, that'll cover my family, that'll lead my family. Of course he had to be a mechanic. Because my cars was fucked up. And I needed a mechanic, that was handy around the house, that did me good and big. I didn't really pray for that part, but I just was praying for something different, something I never experienced before. A manly man, somebody that I could just feel comfortable with and feel secure when I'm in his arms, not just in bed, just in his arms, or just when I ain't around, I know he leading my home and shit like that, taking care of his fucking family, helping out with the bills and, the housework, all of that shit. And this man plays every part of my prayer. I wish I could just go deep into this, but I only got a certain amount of time on this. Pisces do it better. And I don't know if certain Pisces do some shit just to show off or try to woo a person, but this Pisces, we came into the relationship, right? Let me get into this, right? We started messing around in March 7th, right? It is now August, going on September. It will be 6 months soon. So we started messing around in March, and I kid you not, ever since then it's been great. I had my moments where, cause the communication was bad in the beginning. It was terrible. He's so used to not answering the phone for nobody and letting people dictate his life, or following his own rules, doing what he want to do and shit. He's not used to it. It's been so long, he's not used to having to check in or answer the phone for his mate and shit like that, knowing that somebody care about him and shit like that. That shit is reciprocated. So it's it's so different right now. I feel wonderful now, because now he's starting to answer the phone. He's starting to text me back. He's starting to show up. He's starting to be there more. It's because we had to go through that trial period in the beginning. If I would listen to my family members and friends saying that I should leave him and I should do this, I would not be in no relationship at all. And that's no shade to nobody. It's just the truth. I would not be in no relationship with nobody if I keep listening to other people. So I went with it and I winged it with my mate, because I know for a fact God ain't put him in my life for nothing. For instance, in my mind, I'm still young-minded, in some way, and not because of age. It's just that I tend to get vulnerable, real fast. And I have to protect me as an adult. I protect the girl that's inside of me, because she's been through a lot. The girl inside of me is still naive. She's still growing. And until the girl inside of me grows up in the adult person inside my head, I will always have a guard up. You know what I mean? Like, it's always going to be some type of vulnerable moment where I have to protect me. And with him, I had put my guard up, you know, like in the beginning, because like, you, of course, you have to put your guard up in the beginning of a relationship or a friendship or whatever, because at the end of the day, you don't know this person. You know, I don't know him from a can of paint, and I'm just, you know, going off the limit and trusting him. That don't work. That's just like, he already showed me signs that you couldn't trust him. But as time moved on, I learned why he was the way he was. He didn't trust me either, you know? And it's like, we both went through similar shit. And I'm not going to spill his tea or nothing like that, but just understand, men have emotions too. And they go through some shit too. You know, if I ever post him or whatever, I just want to protect his identity and the person that he was involved with identity, because that is not my story to tell. Just know he went through some shit, and me going through some shit with my kid's father. It's a tick for tack and all of that bullshit. We both came in this motherfucker without trusting each other. And we both honestly thought it was just gonna be a fling too, as well. Like, okay, I'm gonna be fucking with you for a short period of time. Yeah, you know, I'll fuck you here, there, you know, go out here and there, but we ain't gonna make it a relationship type shit. But it turns out we built our foundation, and now we're just blossoming, we're growing like a motherfucker. Like, I really rocks with this man, like, and I never thought I'd fall in love again. Honestly speaking, because I'm getting older, I'm like, damn, I'm never gonna get married. I'm never gonna fall in love. I'm never gonna be in another relationship. You know, because when you dealing with somebody like my kid's father, you always think like, I always run to him. Every relationship, I always ran back to my kid's father, or he'll run back to me. And so it became a norm for us to just keep constantly doing that shit. So when my kid's father found out I had a boyfriend, he got pissed. He was so mad, like, because I guess he thought I was supposed to wait on him. Why would I sit there and be dumb and wait on you when you just declare your love to your kid's mother? You told her that, what the fuck, he told me, not to me, he wrote it through a text message and I posted that shit. I'm petty. He said that he couldn't just fall in love with me just that fast. He couldn't move on just that fast. You know, he still was in love with her. And they decided that they wanted to fuck one more time and some other shit. And I'm like, damn, I'm wondering why the nigga, like, distant as fuck to me. Like, he's extremely distant. And then on top of being distant, the nigga wanted to, what the fuck, he said that he just got out of a toxic relationship. So I'm like, wow, we just went public. We literally just went public on Facebook, and it's not so much of a clout. It's just the point of the people that know us and seen us post each other so many times. It's so heartbreaking to just tell these people again that we're no longer in a relationship after getting back into a relationship, after his other baby mother put, like, it's a lot of drama and it's toxic as fuck. My Pisces though, like I said, similar shit, but my Pisces though, he is so different. I ain't gotta worry about no drama yet. Like, I ain't gonna count him out, you know, because I don't know what the fuck, like, his family is like. I pray we meet, which we are gonna meet, but, like, I don't know what his family is like, you know what I mean? He does have kids, so his baby mother could be a trip. Like, I don't know how it is. All I know is I am optimistic about meeting them. I'm optimistic about what our future holds and stuff. Like, I'm so over my kid's father and that fucking triangle situation. Ah, man. I really met him one day. Like, for instance, I had lost my contract to my car. It's because I was doing Uber, and I was renting, and I lost the contract to it. He was so excited about that, my kid's father. So excited about me losing something. Oh, talking about something, yeah, come back to reality. Yeah, that's what you get. Like, what? Who says that type of shit? He says this, and when I told my boyfriend about my car, this nigga gave me money to help put on to the next car. Like, it's a big difference. I'm gravitating more to my goddamn new boyfriend, because if I ever go back to my kid's father, I know exactly what I'm gonna get. I ain't getting shit. The fuck, that's exactly what I ain't getting a motherfucking thing. And I'm sorry. Well, I'm not even sorry, for real. It's because I'm discrediting him in a way that is like degrading. I don't see a change. You're going to continue drinking. You're going to keep abusing women. You're going to keep being verbally aggressive. You know, you're not going to try to get a job. You're not going to try to help out in the house. You're not going to take the load off. Like, I could keep going. It's just like, what the fuck? Yo, yeah, my new dude, let me go on to him. Because that book over there is done. Ooh, I done went to a family member's house over the weekend so I could see my daughter go to her baby shower. And I kid you not, it was the vibe changed. It's so different. So I cut his family off too. Don't call me. I don't give a fuck what birthday party. Like, it's over. Me and Kaz, that's his name. Me and my kid's father is done. Okay, so therefore your ass is done too, and I mean it, because I'm tired of him thinking he could just be with this girl and me. The fuck? No, nigga. So my new boyfriend, we talk, and when I say we talk like we get down to it. Like, I bring up everything I did in my past, and he'll sit there, he'll talk to me, you know, and he'll be like, and how you feel about that? You know, he'll talk to me like not necessarily like a therapist, but, you know, he'll listen. And he listens to me, and he gives me a whole bunch of feedback. You know, not a whole bunch like it's like super critical, because he can be super critical. But like he'll give me a good, like he'll give me feedback that I need to hear. Whatever. And he won't judge me. You know, and it's vice versa. So when he's speaking on a deeper level, that lets me know that he trusts me enough to care to give that to me. Because that's something I've been asking for. I've been asking for him to be open from the day one. And he's finally doing that. You know, I love the way he caresses me. It ain't necessarily about a physical thing. He just makes sure that I'm good. Okay? Opens the door. Of course, the man supposed to do that. That's chivalry. You know, I love how he just peel the money and give it to me and tell me, here, that's for the bill or whatever. You know, I love when I had the car that had gas, he filled my tanker. It's like stuff like that. He just bought me some sneakers. He just bought my son his uniform pants. Like, and he cut his hair. He cut me and my son hair. Like, I just look at it like, thank you, God, for just giving me this guy. He is everything I ever wanted. You know, if I had a car right now that needs fixing, because I have an electrical car now that needs fixing, he would fucking do it. Like, without an issue. And I love that about him. Because he cares so much, he would stick his neck out for me. Like, I ain't never had no nigga want to clean up my house. Okay? I ain't never had no nigga was overly concerned about my kids and bought some shit for my kids because school was coming up. You know what I mean? Like, that's some father shit. That's what a father's supposed to do. Like, the fact that he seen his hair all messed up and he was going to go to a baby shower, I was like, because I done asked that damn father prior to me even going. He knew that he was going to a baby shower. This ignorant bastard goes and tell me, oh, he forgot. So I go to ask him for the money, because I know he already got money, a lot of it. He goes to tell me no, and close the door. Because my son was getting in the car, and he just closed the door. After he said no, I got it. Like, I don't got shit that you know of. How you going to say that? So, yeah, I've been dealing with that. So, my boyfriend now, he cut his hair, then he designed my hair for the baby shower, and it looks fabulous. It looks really nice. Like, he had no problem with it, you know what I mean? Like, he said, oh, okay, well, you ain't gonna do I'll do it. Just like with the bunk bed. Like, we had no furniture, but I was about to get some furniture for the house. And I asked their father if he can, do the bunk bed or whatever. Because he was in his bag at the time and he was full of emotions about me having a boyfriend, freshly getting one, he felt some type of way. And so we know, get your dude to do it. Like, this nigga is really, I ain't gonna say retarded. He really crazy. Like, he be on some shit. If I get a boyfriend, now you want to act like a jackass and have my boyfriend do this and do that, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, okay, yeah, I respect that you want my man to do everything. But when I ask you something pertaining to your children, like, why should I still get the same answer? No. Like, that makes no sense. And then now my boyfriend, who is just coming into this shit, doing your fucking job. Like, this is the type of shit that I'm talking about. Like, I am over that. Like, I'm over it. Nigga, you're not about to keep telling me no and thinking I'm supposed to just hand you or do shit for you. Oh, let me get into that. Secretarial shit. Now, I am not your girlfriend anymore. I shouldn't have to do nothing when it comes to your children. And I'm not against his kids. So let me stop that right now. Not against his kids. I'm so tired. I'm not against his kids at all. I love the little babies, I actually used to be around the babies, taking, helping out with the babies or whatever, clothes and all that stuff. It's not about that. It's my thing is, when it comes to my kids are secondary. And that actually made me cry because my kids is secondary. They don't post my kids on Facebook when they are around. And it's not, I can't really put everything on social media. It's like the habit. It's like the whole thing. Like, when my kids go over there, the same exact day, I only see his other two kids on his page. And I be looking like, well, damn, where my son was at? Because he sure enough was there that day. I mean, I see they got the same clothes on when I dropped him off. Why he not in the picture? It's stuff like that. And then when I asked his father, could his mother, because we don't really get along like that, but what that got to do with your grandson, I don't know. Could she watch my son so I can work so they all can go to the concert? I got no response. And then it's like, when my son go over there, there's the blame game. Everything is pinned on my son. Oh, my son is that damn bad that he gotta keep getting hit on. Because why? He looks like me? I don't know. It's just, it goes far. Like, and I'm so tired of my kids being treated like secondary. My daughter don't never get a call or a text. She took her hard-earned money and bought tickets so they could go to the concert, and she paid almost $200 for those fucking tickets so they can go down to the concert together. Why is my daughter doing that? Why you not getting no tickets to go to the movies or something? Taking all your kids out. Like, what? You spent all your money on alcohol. Like, it's a lot to say, yo, I swear. But the secretary thing is, his daughter needed to go get enrolled to school or whatever. I see nobody else was doing it, so I volunteered my services. So it's like every time I turn around, you asking me to do something now. It's like I could do one damn thing and you now asking for a favor. When I ask you, can you take my son for the weekend, you go and come back, oh, you could do me a favor and, get me something from the store or whatever the case may be. You ain't even asking for waffles and pancakes or none of that for the kids or toys or take them, buy some tickets to go to the museum. You asking for your own personal shit. And that's the shit that threw me off. Just be fucking me up. Like, I am not your bitch no more. I am not your secretary, your nurse, your teacher. I'm nothing to you no more besides your kid's mother. And you still feel like the need to want to use me for something. So I just said stop doing shit. And my boyfriend said the same shit. Yo, he keep it so real with me, 100. Like, he understands the process. I shouldn't have got into a relationship with him just off the bat, but he pursued me and was persistent with it, so I just rock with it. But because I know that I'm still damaged, he's damaged too, but because I'm still damaged, it's like there's always gonna be a question in the back of the mind, like, damn, like, if I'm making him breakfast, like, I don't want my boyfriend to feel like I'm doing anything else for my kid's father. That door has closed. And speaking of the door that closed, like I said, I can close the door with their family. I'm over them. I dump all their ass. So, what happened? Okay, so it was a situation with the haircut. So I just explained to you how he said no about the haircut, and my boyfriend wanted to do his hair because he was going to the baby shower. Now, I told my kid's father that he was going to do it gave him the reason why, because he was being a jerk and didn't want to pay for his haircut. Okay, cool. So because of that, my boyfriend cut his hair and cut my hair for the baby shower, and we looked good. Coming back from the baby shower the next weekend, he asked I didn't call him to say, hey, I done X-Factor his ass out. Like, I'm no longer calling you for my kids. That's it. Because when the summer came, you was on some donkey shit. Oh, I got shit to do, this and that and that. Knowing I gotta work or whatever the case may be, you ain't had nothing going on but to sit outside with the rest of the motherfuckers. But anyway, like, so when he came back, he asked for my kids, right? So I said, okay, cool. So I bring him over there, me and my boyfriend. We bring him over there. They go to their father's house. As he opens the door, he sees the haircut that I already told him about. And he acted like he wanted to say something. But he didn't. He took his punk ass right on upstairs to his apartment. So, alright, cool. The next day, no, not the next day, because the next day everything was good. Now, I ain't get no peep, no words, no nothing. The day I was supposed to pick him up was on a Sunday, okay? And he had the opportunity. Listen, I did Uber on a Sunday. Instead of me going to McDonald's, I was doing Uber. He called me, while I was doing Uber, and I was like, hey, what's going on? I'm working right now. He was like, oh, okay, I'll just call you back. Boom. My boyfriend not in the car at this particular time. So he had an opportunity to curse me out. So he calls me back, disregarding the fact that I'm working, right? Ubering or whatever you want to call it. Call me back only to realize that my boyfriend wasn't in the car. He said, oh, she working? Okay, I'm about to fuck her up with this one. Calls me in her hysterical behavior, erratic behavior, and start cussing me out my name. Bitch, don't have nobody else do my son hair and this and that, blah, blah, blah. Do it again, bitch. Do it again, bitch. And just kept calling me out my name. Now, back in the day, I would have cried like a motherfucking baby. But because I'm so humble and at peace, I was like, okay, you want to call me out my name because another dude that you're threatened by, pretty much, cut your son hair. Because your ass was gonna let him go to the baby shop looking like shit. Your ass was not gonna give me the money so I could get him the goddamn haircut. No, I ain't had no money to get him the haircut at that moment, right? Cause your ass don't know how to fucking cut hair at all. And cause your ass is just motherfucking challenge. You call me, your baby mother who does everything for you, out her fucking name because you're jealous. Okay. So, I'm not a drama. I'm not one of those, I'm going to get my nigga to do it. Like, not like that. Like, I'm not going to be like, calling my boyfriend. It's drama. Every time there's drama. But this one, it needed some attention to it. Because I was tired. I was so fucking tired of him calling me a bitch. Like, you got me fucked up. Now, I normally can handle my kid's father by myself. But it's like, what for? For what? Like, and then I get a blackout. Then my boyfriend look at me all crazy. Like, what the fuck going on? Why would he feeling that he could put his hands on you? Y'all fucking again? I don't need that from him. So I went to my man and told my man what was up. Because he knows I'm tired. And he want to make sure that I'm out of this motherfucking love triangle before he taking it any fucking further. I get it. I was there. I understand that person. So, I told him what was up. He was a little pissed off. You know what I mean? But he was more mainly pissed off because his father was clowning the haircut. Now, mind you, the haircut is 2 weeks old. Okay? He had a whole nice little Nike little sign and stuff. It was so fucking cute. Like, what the fuck he say? Cut against the grain and out the grain? Some shit like that. Where it was so low. Like, it lasted forever. So, when he got him, the hair was starting to grow just a little bit. And it still looked cute. I had seen the hairline. I didn't know what he was talking about. Oh, my son ain't got no hairline. He fucked up his hairline. This and that, blah, blah. So because my boyfriend is great at everything he does, I'm bragging on mine, okay? Everything he does. He went to school for barber. So you telling him that his education and his skills from the barbershop school, whatever the fuck school that is, ain't no good. He took offense to that shit. He said, yo, that man clowning on my craft. Like, what the fuck? Yo, I was like, yo, I ain't trying to start no trouble, but it's just the mere fact he keep calling me a bitch. He's like, okay, how come would you go get him? And we sure went over there. And now, I was not expecting what's about to be next. I wasn't expecting him to jump on him and say, yo, that's mine right there. That's my lady. Like, I'm going to take care of that right there. You know what I mean? He was being so nice and humble to him, giving him the grown man voice and the grown man stance, and letting him know, that he, as a father to another father, he apologized, for overstepping his boundaries, or whatever. He was letting him know, but he said, but the haircut is 2 weeks old, I'm really skillful. I mean, it's really, I could really touch it up. And he even mentioned his other son, talking about my kid's father's other son, because his hair wasn't cut either. Like, he's like, yeah, I can even do his hair, like, if you really wanted me to, right? Some shit. I kind of took a little bit of that sucker shit, but it is what it is. So, knowing my kid's father, that's what he do. Oh, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, nigga. Like, all this, So, my boyfriend, that nigga clicked real fucking fast, because he got upset on him and told him, what? Like, yo, he said, hey, yo, I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt and talk to you like a man, but I see you still on that nigga shit. And since you on that nigga shit, I'm gonna be on that nigga shit too. On that, what he said, that nigga fuck shit too. Nigga, like, and for that, I'm gonna always cut his fucking hair for as long as he need me to cut his goddamn hair. Since your ass act like you ain't gonna fucking do it. And you better not never ever call her mouth, the lady, how her name. He said, all that bitch shit, that shit is out the fucking window. I better not never ever hear you say, you know, like, he just kept going and going. And I'm like, a cheerleader on the low, though. Like, yo, I was like, well, first of all, I was ready to fight. I was ready for war. But he was like, he basically was saying, oh, I got this, baby. Don't worry about it. And I said, okay, yes, daddy. And ever since then, it's just been us. Like, my kids have been cool. You know, he texted me on that same night, talking about some, don't contact me ever again, lose my number, tell my daughter to contact me. Duh, that's the fucking point. That was supposed to be the point, but you keep disregarding that shit. Tell about some, I got a grown man answering the phone now. What? The fuck? Okay. Like, answering my problems, perhaps? If you answer my phone, okay. I don't like that either, but whatever. It is what it is. So, ever since then, it just made me and my boyfriend closer and closer and closer and closer. And I told him right then and there, that door right there, you just helped me close. I always needed somebody to help me, you know, confront my kids' father. Because, like, I could do all the macho mission and be aggressive all I want, but I'm always forgiving him and running right back to her. So now, damn, I'm just tired. So now it's like, now there's no reason for you to come back. I don't give a fuck if you do need paperwork or whatever. Whatever you need, I ain't the one. That's how it is. I am not the one for you. So he has this other lady, the other kid's mother, godmother, helping him out with the paperwork. So I'm a little scared and worried because I know my kid's father. Once he feels threatened or whatever, he takes things you know, into his own hands. And I know he did this to his last baby mom, taking her to court and stuff. And I'm worried about that with my own self. Like, I don't need him to be trying to take me to court and stuff where I can prove, you know, that I'm the better parent and that my kids should stay with me. Like, all this is with him is about money. You're not about to do that. So, and to claim something and to have some fucking control. You're not going to control me. Stop trying to control me through my kids. Because it's just not working. Fuck that. So I'm so happy that God sent this guy to me. And that he's being more open and compassionate. And I just love it. Just today, okay? Oh, he's supposed to took these cars to the shop or whatever, but he doesn't have a permanent shop to do that. So I was like, you know, we need to start working on your truck. You know, and I'm like doing all these designs and stuff for the truck and stuff. And like, he's just like at all. So we're like doing this all moment with each other or whatever, and I feel good about him. Like, y'all just don't get it. I don't know if y'all ever get it. You know, to come home and to wanting to cook for somebody, that is a plus. So want to lay down with him and just caress his bald head and just speak good life into him, and he speak good life into me. That's a fucking plus. Like, I get the whole mechanic, he can cut hair. Those are pluses too, because I pray for it. It's just the little things, like the fact that when I need some money and I'm like hard up for it, like I'm trying my best, he'll work his ass off doing whatever and help me pay these bills. I love that about him. When I'm tired, he gets in the car with me, takes over by driving, and does the Uber Eats for me. Don't ask me for no money, no nothing. He just want to spend his time with me. That is different. I love that about us. Like, I do. I do. And if Lord willing, we make it and we actually have a wedding. I don't know. But that's my time. I'm about to go because the girl is getting tired. And I'm doing this mad late. Yo, if you get a Pisces, cherish them. Bye.